Welcome all. In this video we will see the objective type question and answers in Boolean algebra and K-map. I have taken these questions from previous year GATE questions and I hope it will be useful for you. The question is, consider the following sum of product expression f is equal to ABC plus A bar B bar C plus A B bar C plus A bar B C plus A bar B bar C bar. The equivalent product of sum expression is what? So given a sum of product expression and you have to find what is product of sum for this function f. Okay. So here this function f, it is a function of three variables A, B, C. Okay. Here the function f is a function of three variables A, B, C. And here it is a given sum of product term. In this sum of product term, each product term consists of all the literals, so you can call it as a canonical sum of product term. So once you have a canonical sum of product means we can easily convert it into product of sum. Okay, so to convert this sum of product into product of sum, first step is you have to find the missing terms in this Boolean expression. Okay, so we have to find the missing terms in this Boolean expression. Okay, so first we have to find the min terms which is involved in this sum of product. For that, ABC means you can write the min term as A111 because in sum of product, natural form, if your literal is natural form means you have to represent that by 1. If it is in complemented form means you have to represent it by 0. So ABC means 111, A bar B bar C means you have to write 001, A B bar C that is 101 and A bar B C 011, A bar B bar C bar 000. Okay, so the corresponding min terms are 000 means that is min term 0, 011 that is 3, the corresponding decimal 011 that is 3, 101 that is 5, 001 means that is 1, 11 means 7. So these are all the min terms which is involved in this function f. So you can write f is equal to sum of min terms 0, 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, so the product of sum has to be written by means of the terms which is not involved in this function. So the missing terms are 2, 6. Okay, 2, 6, 0, 1, 2, 2, 4 and 6 are the missing terms because here we have three variables. By using this three variables, there is 7 min term, actually 8 min terms, that is 0 to 7. Okay, so by using this three variables, we can represent 8 min terms, that is from 0 to 7. Okay, so 0 to 7. So in this 0 to 7 min terms, here the missing terms are 2, 4, 6. Okay, now next you have to represent this min terms, that is 2, 4, 6 by means of product of sum. So first write the corresponding binary, that is 0, 1, 0, 4 means 1, 0, 0, 6 means 1, 1, 0. Okay, so by using this you have to write the product of sum, right? Product of sum. So first you have to write the sum term and you have to take a product of that sum term, right? So you have to write the sum term for this corresponding binary values 0, 1, 0. The corresponding sum term is A plus B bar plus C, because in sum term, if you are writing sum term means 1 means you have to represent it by a complemented form and 0 means you should use the natural form. So 0 you have to use natural, 1 complement form, 0 natural form. Similarly 100 that is A bar plus B plus C. Next 110 A bar plus B bar plus C, right? Okay, so these are all the sum terms. So if you are taking a product of this sum, you get a product of sum. So product is nothing but dot. Okay, so the corresponding product of sum is A plus B bar plus C, A bar plus B plus C, A bar plus B bar plus C. So where it is, that is in option A. So this one is the correct one. Next question, consider the following Boolean expression for f. F is equal to PQ plus P bar QR plus P bar Q R bar S find the minimal sum of product form of f. So we have to minimize this Boolean expression. We can use K-map, or we can use Boolean algebra rules to minimize this Boolean expression. So first we will use the rules to minimize this. So here in second and third term, p bar q is common, right? So we can take that term as a common term. So you get p bar q r plus r bar s. Okay, so r plus r bar s, it's like that means in absorption law, a plus a bar b is equal to a plus b. So we can apply this absorption law here because it is similar to that. A plus a bar b is equal to ab. Here r plus r bar s, so it can be written as r plus s. Okay, so you get pq plus p bar qr plus p bar q s. Okay, so next combine these two terms by taking this q outside, that is we are using distributive law q, then you get p plus p bar r, and here p bar q s. Here also we can use absorption law, so you get p plus r here. So we have qp plus qr plus p bar qs, right? And next combine these two terms. So here you have qr plus, if you are combining these two terms, you get q is common, so q, p plus p bar s. So here also you can use absorption law, so you get p plus s. So finally you get qr plus here qp plus q into s qs. So the answer is qp plus qs plus qr, that is pq plus qr plus qs, that is option A. Option A is the correct one. Okay, next let us try the K-map simplification. Here function f is a function of 4 variable p, q, r, s. So first draw the 4 variable K-map. Here it is, the 4 variable K-map. PQ is, I have taken PQ in the row and R is in the column. Now next we will place the min terms in this K-map. First one PQ. So PQ means p value is 1, q value is 1. So here in this K-map, PQ, that is third row, so you have to put 1 in those cells, right? PQ is equal to PQ means that is p value 1, q value is 1. In this K-map, PQ is nothing but this third row. In complete third row, p value is 1 and q value is 1. So you have to put 1 in all these cells. Next one, p bar q r. So first p bar q, that is p value is 0, r value is 1. P bar q, that is in the second row. So second row p bar q. Next we have r. So if you are looking for r means that is in second column and third column and fourth column. In third column and fourth column, r value is 1, right? So here these two lines are intersect these two cells, so you have to put 1 in these cells. Okay, so next one, p bar q r bar s. So first p bar q, that is the second row, r bar s, that is the second column. Okay, so both are intersect in this cell, so you have to put 1 here. Okay, so now we placed all the min terms in the K-map. Next one is grouping. So first we try to make a larger group. Okay, so here the larger group is only a quad. There is no possibility of octet, so go for quad. Here we have 4 ones, so you can group this 4 ones and form a quad, right? So this is one quad. We can take it as a group 1. Okay, so next we have to write corresponding term for this Boolean term for this group. For that we have to check the constant literal in this group. Okay, so it is constant literal means that P, Q, R, S. Which one is constant in this group? Here P and Q only constant in this group because R and S are changes its values in this group, because in the first column S is 0, in the second column S is 1. Similarly, in the third column R is 1 and first column R is 0. So in this group only P and Q are constants and both are 1. So the corresponding term is PQ. Okay, you have to write the corresponding min term for each group. Min term, that is the product term. Next, there is 3 more ones. Okay, next, by combining this 4, you can form another group, that is G2. Okay, group 2. Okay, you can combine this 4 because all are adjacents. Okay, we can also combine this 2, but it is pair. Actually, the K-map main motive of K-map is to simplify the Boolean expression. If you are forming a smaller group, means it will not minimize the number of literals. Okay, so if you are forming a larger group, means it will minimize the number of literals in each min term, and it can also minimize the number of min terms in the Boolean expression. Okay, so we should go for a larger group. So only I am using this quad. Okay, so this is group 2. Next, check the constant term. If you are looking this 2 rows, which one is constant? Q is constant. Okay, so Q is constant, and if you are looking this 2 columns, S is constant. Okay, so Q value is 1, S value is 1. So you can write the product term as QS for this group. Next group, there is one more one. Okay, so by combining this adjacent 4 ones, you can form another group, that is G3. Okay, G3. Now check the constant term, otherwise the constant literal within this group. So here in second and third row, we have Q. Q is constant and the value is 1. And third and fourth column, R is constant and the value is 1. Okay, so the corresponding product term is QR. Okay, now we are having a product term. Next, we have to write the sum of this product term. That is F is equal to PQ plus QR plus QS. Okay, so it is the answer which we got here. Okay, right, both the answers are same. So you can use any method to simplify the Boolean expression. Next question, which one of the following expression does not represent exclusive NOR of X and Y? Exclusive NOR, so the logic symbol of exclusive NOR is this one. Okay, X, Y means it is a complement of exclusive R, and the expression, Boolean expression is XY plus X bar Y bar. So this is the exclusive NOR operation. X, you can write like this. Okay, XY plus X bar Y bar. So in the first option we have XY plus X bar Y bar. So definitely it is the representation of exclusive NOR. Okay, so next one, X exclusive R Y dash. Okay, X exclusive R Y dash. So if you are writing the expression, you get X Y double dash plus Y dash X dash, right? Because an exclusive R operation, exclusive R of X and Y is X Y bar plus X bar Y. Okay, X Y bar plus X bar Y. So if you are using this here, you get first one is X, and you have to complement the next variable Y. Already there is Y dash, so you have to put one more dash, so Y double dash plus next one is Y dash X dash. Okay, so Y double dash is nothing but Y, so this is XY plus x dash y dash, which is equivalent to exclusive NOR operation. Okay. So next, x dash exclusive OR y. Okay. So here if you are writing the exclusive OR operation means you get x dash, that first variable, and the complement of the second variable, so y dash, plus second variable, the complement of the first variable, already x dash. So if you are taking complement means this one. Okay, x double dash is equal to x. So this expression becomes x dash y dash plus x y, which is equivalent to exclusive NOR operation. Okay, so the last one, x dash exclusive OR of y dash. Okay, so if you are writing the exclusive OR operation, first variable and the complement of the second variable, so second variable is y dash, if you are taking the complement you get double dash, plus second variable y dash and the complement of the first variable, so x double dash. Okay, so x double dash, and x double dash is x, y double dash is y. So this expression becomes x dash y plus y dash x, which is equivalent to exclusive OR operation, which is not exclusive NOR, right? So your question is, which does not represent the exclusive NOR of x and y? So definitely D is the correct answer, because it represents exclusive OR.